Hello boys and girls and welcome back to Twilight Princess HD. It's time to go through our first dungeon. So we've already been through this room, I'm afraid, but there's not a lot I can do. I thought it would have started off in the next room, but it doesn't. It starts you off back here. So take care of these spiders and up we go. Now this dungeon is, as you can probably guess, incredibly easy. There's nothing difficult here. You want to go through here and we will meet our first major new enemy. I'll just get my sword ready, which is this spider. Now wait for him to rear back, like that, and then start attacking. You can get 4 hits in, and then do the finisher. Very simple. Now you want to drop down here, and you want to pick up this, and you want to drop it in front of this. Now there's a reason I've done this first. Now inside this chest we will find a red rupee, which is worth 20. Which is awesome. That's exactly what we want. So, having done that, now we need to go back up these little steps here and onto the main platform. Now, you want to light these 4 torches, which I am missing, but never mind. So, you light these 4. And by doing that, it raises the steps, which is awesome. So, you run across the steps, and on our right is our first dungeon item, which is the dungeon map. There we go, very useful. You can see the rooms that you haven't been into and things like that, which is great. And you want to go through this door for our first cutscene. Now, during this first cutscene, we're going to see the mini-boss of this temple, and also the weapon we will get for beating him. But first, it must ruin our day. So, that weapon he has there is known as the Gale Boomerang. Incredibly useful for gathering items that are far away and hitting ranged enemies before you've got the bow. But unfortunately, he's damaged the bridge and we can't get across. So, we must go back through the door we came through and go to the left, or if you're looking at it on the map, go to the east. There's not been so much as a monkey fight as some monkey business. I do apologise, that joke is terrible. So go through here and go to the left or east on the map, and our little friend will help us across, which is great. And we go through this door. Now when you get through this door, go to the left to start with and hit this. I think that should be close enough. No, it wasn't. Okay, I do apologise. That's not happened before. Okay, that one is definitely close enough. This will uncover a little area where we can find another dungeon item, but rather it's not an item as a companion. This is a very odd-looking chicken thing called Uku. It works very similar to Farore's Wind in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This little chicken thing teleports us in and out of the dungeon as we need to, and also gets us back to the same room we were in to start with, which is great. That is exactly what we want. So, with her in hand, let's carry on. Don't worry about that, it won't chase you. It will do if you stand close enough for long enough, but... So, burn this down, and you want to go across here. Now, the monkey following us will try and lead us to the east. Ignore it and go to the north, because the door to the east is locked and we can't cross it, which is a problem. So, as you can see, these bridges use wind to turn. We will be manipulating those later once we have the boomerang. You'll have to forgive my constant rolling. I am so used to playing Ocarina of Time. It's just habit now more than anything else. So, go in here and grab this. And that's the first small key of the dungeon. And we need this, so now we can go back to the other room and head to the east, where we will find another little friend, as well as a chest with a yellow rupee. Again, this dungeon is very easy. You should have no trouble. This spider, if you shoot it once with the slingshot, it will kill itself, which is just dandy. So, go up here and go through. Now, as you can see, we have a little monkey friend there that we need to rescue. I believe there are, I want to say 6 monkeys in total, but I could be wrong. We will find out at the end of the dungeon. For now, we must rescue this one. So, run across this bridge, which will collapse, which is quite unfortunate. Now, I prefer to go this way. Now, you need to roll into this 3 times. Once for the cutscene to play, and twice more to actually knock it down. This will attract the attention of 2 Bulbins, which isn't great, but they die very easily, so I wouldn't worry. You should have no problem with these. And there you go, that's them destroyed. Oh, you dropped a blue rupee, very useful. We do need 200 rupees by the time we reach Kakariko Village. And in here is our 10 rupees. Now, if we follow these monkeys back up, this is where things get interesting. Because now we can use both monkeys to swing across, which is just great. And by doing that, we go back through this door, and now we need to head back to that first room we were in, where we got the dungeon map. There is the big boss key in here, but I will be picking that up a little later on, because I don't have the tool needed to be able to reach it. So, with this monkey now with us, we can now get to the west side of the dungeon, which is where we need to be next. Now, on the west side, we will encounter a new type of enemy. I'm afraid I can't remember the name of it, but it's a type of worm that hides under tiles. I thought if you so much as touched the tiles, you would go flying off. That's not in this area, sorry. I do apologise, it's in the next area. These are a new type of Deku Baba. If you take them off the stalk, their heads will follow you and they will try to get you. So you need to hit these 4 times. Not a big deal. But there we go. So, grab this bomb. Grab it quickly before it explodes. Don't do what I did. And throw it down there. Now, if you try to jump across that before blowing it up, it will catch you and it will do damage. Which is not good. So, now that we've done that, do not move straight on. Instead, get another one of these. Because there is a boulder there that we need to get past. So, throw that up. And there we go. Now it is in this room where the eels are that will attack you from under the floor plates. Now I always thought, sorry, the floor tiles. Now I always assumed that if you went anywhere on the tiles they would attack you. That is simply not the case. The way it works is as long as you avoid the tile they are actually under, you can get straight across without a problem. Now that door is locked, but don't worry, there's a key in this room specifically for that little monkey. And it's there. So, with this key in hand, when I finally open the chest. And there we go, that's the small key that we need. Right, so, as you can see, he's on that tile. Just ignore it and run around it. There you go, it's that simple. Now, like these torches, we will be coming back in here to blow the rest of these torches out and get to the area behind the torches. But for now, all we can do is get up there. And we have the key, which is fantastic, so we can get up there. And we can unlock the door and save the little monkey. So, by doing this... Oh, also up here is another Skulltala, or spider. I don't know if it is a Skulltala. Wait for it. And just lay into it. And there you go. That's all it takes. Open this. And there you go, the monkey's free. Feel free to come in and trash the pots. You might find a yellow rupee. You might find nothing at all. It's all luck based. So, to the left over here are some vines. We want to head over here and we want to climb up them. There is another chest up here. It's just rupees, but okay, I do apologise. It's the way I'm holding the controller. I accidentally pressed down and to the right instead of just to the right. There we go. Another green rupee there. And inside this chest we find another red rupee. It all helps. Now that we have this other monkey, let's get across and see where we can go now. So, now that we have him, there is one more room to check in, which I'm going to do now. And there is also our first heart container. There are 2 heart containers in this dungeon. You want to come over here and knock these down to start with. Jump across and you will grab onto the vines and make your way up. Now before we go any further, grab hold of one of these and throw it off. Okay, that was wrong. This might take you 1 or 2 attempts. It's not precise, but it's not very easy because you can't see where you're throwing it. Nope, that again was too far. It needs to go in the gap in between, because by doing that, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Maybe it'd be better if I just drop one off the ledge. There we go. The chest in there contains a heart piece, but we will be collecting that a little later. Because as of right now, it's not important. We have another room to check, and we need to go down there anyway to get out of here. But now that that's destroyed, it makes life easier. Now, in here, you will meet one of the first little... Well, I won't say mini-boss, because it's not. It's very simple. There's nothing too difficult about this. As you can see, it swallows a key, which we need. Now, the head will attack you, and then the body will be left, but you will see all that momentarily. Now, the wooden ring gives you an idea of where you can stand. If you just keep on attacking it like that, you should have no problem. Just wait for it to attack, and there we go. Is it going to attack again? Oh, there we go. I'm not sure how many hits it takes, but I'm sure you can count, so I'm not worried. Again, this bit is a little bit boring, but I certainly wouldn't worry about it. It'll soon be over, and then we can carry on with the rest of it. So, just 1 or 2 more, and it'll be done. Okay, now with that dead, we need to go and pick up one of the bombs, which you can see in the background there, and chuck it inside. Not a very nice way to go, but either way it needs to be done. So pick this up, throw it in, and destroy it. Very simple. And he leaves behind for us the key that we need to unlock the 4th monkey, which is fantastic. Now, upon unlocking this fourth monkey, we should now be able to make it to the first mini-boss. So, this is absolutely fantastic. We have got quite fine this already. Just see if there's anything else in here. Every little rupee helps. Right, so with that, let us go and collect our heart piece, and then we will move on. So with that, we can now jump down here. And remember, before we go any further, we want to head over here and pick up what's in here, which is the heart piece. Fantastic, that's exactly what we need. So with that, let us leave this area and head to the mini-boss. Now that we have these monkeys, as you saw when we got the second monkey saved, yeah, as you can see, they're all telling us to go over there now. They can help us get to the mini-boss, which is fantastic, because then that means I can get the Gale Boomerang, which I need to finish this dungeon. So as you can see, they're creating a little chain for me to swing from, like a trapeze artist. I believe that's the right... Is that the right one? I think it is. So we will jump across, and we will go. There we go. Now, run up here. There is a bridge to the left, but ignore it for now. We can't really do much there. Now, when you first come in here, you will meet the mini-boss, and he will also drop down some of the Deku Baba heads, the really annoying ones that follow you around. Once they're done, he is a very, very simple boss to defeat. There is nothing difficult about this. And that is a sweet ass. As you can see, the Deku Babas are hanging from the ceiling. And he's going to cut some down so that we've got something to play with, which is very kind of him. I do think that's very nice that he's made sure we've got a nice warm welcome. But either way, we need to take him down and take... Okay, there you go. Now what he'll do is, he will hop around and then he will aim at you. You need to hit the totem he's on to knock him down. And then, quite frankly, hit him on the arse. I guess you could say we are spanking the monkey. So, if you follow him around again, he won't have time to knock any more Deku Babas down, and you can just get a constant string of hits on him without taking damage, which is absolutely fantastic. So, he's now going to jump there, take him down once more. And I think maybe one more should do it, and then we will have the Gale Boomerang. There we go. There we go, boys and girls. That is the mini-boss down. So, once I've picked up the Gale Boomerang, I will leave this video here. And I will pick this up next time. So, boys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this part of the playthrough. I know I certainly have. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe, because I will be playing through this all